first guest tonight is a Golden Globe winning and Emmy-nominated actress who you know from her work in Alias and movies like 13 Going on 30, Juno, and Dallas Buyers Club. She stars in the new film Yes Day, which is streaming now on Netflix. Let's take a look.
How about this? If you say no one time, I get to go to Fleet Fest with Layla. No adults, no parents. Just us young, underage, vulnerable girls.
Wait, honey, are you sure?
I'll take your wager, Missy, because I know that I won't say no. And when you lose, you will lose. I am so fun that you will still get to go to your concert.
Really?
Absolutely. With me. I'm gonna sit right next to you and we're gonna hold hands and we're gonna put our hands in the air like we just don't care.
Please welcome back to the show the wonderful Jennifer Garner. How are you, Jennifer?
Hi, Seth. How you doing?
I'm doing well. It's so nice to see you. It was so nice to see you on the cover of the Hollywood Reporter. You look so full of joy, so vibrant, so full of life. And yet I saw you doing some other promotion on the Hot Ones YouTube show where you eat hotter and hotter chicken wings. Did you enjoy that experience? I've done it as well. I both enjoyed it and hated it. How did you feel?
I don't know how I felt about it. I mean, he gives such a great interview. He's so smart, but then my mouth blew up and we had to like paste it. I had to ice it because these things, I had issues. I had definite, It looks like I'd been sunburned or punched or.
My issue was afterwards people said drink a lot of milk and eat 2 bagels. And then that was a whole nother thing. It was not a good 24-hour period for me.
Yes, it wasn't. I'm too old for that. Is basically what I learned. Yeah.
So this movie is based on a book, and it is a book that you not only did you produce the film, but this is a book that you used to read to your kids, right?
I used to read Yes Day by Amy Krauss Rosenthal to my kids. We adopted Yes Days before they were a thing. I think the whole world was kind of quietly starting to do them. And then we made a movie of it. So here it is.
And basically, the premise behind this is parents having to say yes to everything their kids come up with. And you actually did this with your kids, your real life kids?
I did, but I would kind of set it up. I mean, the movie sets it up like you should have these big asks. It's really colorful, wish fulfillment, the most fun, joyful version. I kind of set it up with my kids like, hey, maybe you should ask for a picnic, you know? And they're like, okay, now I am scared for our next Yes Day. And parents who have watched this movie are like, oh my gosh. And I say, no, just go, go at your own pace. Would you ever do it?
I think if I had 2 girls, I would do it, but my boys are idiots and I would be very skeptical of whatever they would plan for the day.
Yes, smart.
Plus, my 2-year-old's very hard to understand, and I feel like I would do everything he asked, and then at the end of the day, he'd be like, this was all the opposite. You got it totally wrong. You did some things in the film that are outside of your comfort zone. So even though you set it up for your kids in the movie, which you were in control of, you do look genuinely unhappy to be on this roller coaster.
I was so miserable. Most of that footage of the take on this is called the Twisted Colossus at Magic Mountain. It is not something I would ever do. Even on a Yes Day, my own children would not ask me to do something this odious. And I did it. I wrote it. We wrote it into the movie, and then the time came, and suddenly I had to get on that stupid thing. I cried. I cussed. I made the whole thing unusable. We had to shoot it again. It wasn't my proudest moment. I mean,
so
look
is
at
this
that poor
something
girl.
like as someone growing up, did you also not like roller coasters?
No, I was fine. It's just as I've gotten, I mean, I used to jump off buildings. I used to be, nothing scared me. And now I've just gotten a little more like, oh, you only get one life and it's precious, and don't jump off of buildings maybe.
See, I wouldn't worry I would die on a roller coaster, but I've definitely reached the age where I might hurt my neck in a way that would last 19 months.
Yes.
You also sang in the movie, and something we definitely have in common. I do not like singing. You put yourself through that.
I do not like singing in front of people. No. I like singing to my kids. I like singing at church. I'm fine with the lullaby, but singing in front of people was miserable. I had to play the ukulele, and I've never played the ukulele. The only string instrument I know, I played the violin at school long enough that my mom finally said, Jennifer, would you please quit the violin? Because she said, I can't listen to it anymore, honey. I don't think you're ever going to get better. And so I did. I don't know if it came in handy, my violin gifts, but I did spend, weeks and months, especially over Christmas break, obsessing with the ukulele. And luckily, I could focus on that, and I could say to the crowd before I sang in front of them, look, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I'm so scared I could pee. I don't know. We're just going to have to get through it together.
Now, does that mean that you are someone who in your normal life does not like karaoke?
The problem, okay, let's get serious about this. The problem with
Let me
karaoke
just jump in
is,
and tell you, I'm so enthusiastic about your tone, and I can just tell you're going to be right.
okay, the songs are all nobody needs the full song. One verse, one chorus, be done. If you get to the bridge, you have gone too far.
Yeah. My thing is when my friends say, hey, we should do karaoke, I'll say, how about we'll get in an Uber, and you guys sing whatever you want, and then we'll get to a place that doesn't have karaoke. We'll just karaoke in the car and then go to a bar where we can have a conversation like adults.
I never want to go to karaoke.
Yeah.
If I am with you guys, can we agree to not go to karaoke together?
Of course, and it's always your friends who can sing who are like, let's go do karaoke.
Right.
It's like being with a bunch of, if all your friends were tall and they're like, should we do basketball tonight? And you're like, I don't want to do basketball. Why do we always do basketball? Why do you guys decide? Hey, I want to ask, before we go, you have chickens, which you're very kind to share on social media. How many chickens are you at right now?
I think we're down to 9, but they keep living even after they're done being cute. Even
So
after.
when you say down to 9, what's bringing the number down?
Death. Seth.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, death. Yeah. No, we had 13. We had a baker's dozen, but I mean, we've had them for 6 years.
Oh, I
and
see.
they
I gotcha.
Yeah, and they're supposed to live between 1 and 3 if you're not eating them. If you eat
Oh,
them,
wow. All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so these guys I have a bunch of grandma chickens, but they're not, they're not going anywhere.
You should bring them on that roller coaster. I feel like
I'm
it
gonna
would not
bring
go well
them
for
to
them.
you. For your sons. You need them.
Hey, it's always a pleasure to see you. Congrats on the movie, and look forward to the next time.
Thank you. Great to see you. Thank you so much, Seth.